Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel with a new video about the 777. We're gonna be flying from Maastricht in the Netherlands to Zaragoza in Spain. Zaragoza is a pretty big cargo hub in Europe. Let's go over our flight plan. So, our call sign is UAE 9748, which is used in the real world. Departure Maastricht, arrival Zaragoza. Alternate is Barcelona. Gonna be flying on this 777 freighter. We're flying on Alpha 6 Echo Foxtrot India, which is not the aircraft that's flying this route in real life, unfortunately. Our cruise altitude is gonna be 35,000 feet. Cost index 161, block fuel 22,000 kilograms, and other than that, it should be pretty fine. So let's actually get the aircraft started up. So battery, primary and secondary external power, and the ADIRUs. So these aircraft screens actually take quite a long time to power up, but in the meantime we'll get all the trucks connected. So ground service vehicles, aft cargo, bulk cargo, fuel truck, also forward cargo, and this is going to be fine. The ground maintenance, some of our tires are dirty and stuff, but it should be okay. Let's just replace tires just to be sure, and also let's replace the brakes. We'll set the parking brake, and as you can see, this and what this is called has come to life. The FMC is slowly coming to life. Anyways, we can then press the PMDG pen, and we can also open the literal window. I don't know how to do that. Okay, there we go. And beautiful. Let's actually close it because it's pretty cold here in Maastricht. Oh, and there we go, the screens have just come to life. Great. Okay, that's interesting. There is a warning caution thing, but there's nothing to worry about. That's interesting. Anyways, it's time to set the weights. So, fuel. So our total fuel is gonna be our block fuel plus the final reserve plus the reserve fuel. So 22,000. 7,269 equals to 29,367. Alright, and then the cargo looks fine. Well, there's nothing to do, so now there's our GPS position. We'll copy this and insert it here. Our airport, Echo Hotel Bravo Kilo, and Delta 4. Is this in the database? It is, surprisingly. Okay. So, once again, we'll insert this here. And Lima Echo Zulu Golf. Runway 03. Flight number UAE 9748. So Lima November Oscar for Alpha departure Sutal Chilier Nintu Alpha Golf November. No airways today, strange. Well, no, not really. And then Circle. And that will be okay. Perf in it. And now we have to bring this page up right here. So gross weight, no, actually zero fuel weight, 248.1. Reserves 7.2 tons. Cruise altitude is gonna be 350 without any step climbs. Cost index 161. Now we're gonna go to legs, route data, and wind data request. So we can now do the flow. I don't know which flow it is, but I think we're still in the cockpit preparation phase. So cabin utility on, voice recorder on, emergency lights armed and the switch is closed, window heats on, hydraulic demand pump right, auto. I'm sorry if I don't get the terminology correct here, guys. Seat belts on, and now fire over it test. Alright, and alright, this is working nicely, and this is all gonna be fine. Let's now go down here. Our initial altitude is gonna be 6,000 feet. Runway heading 031. And then flight director 1, flight director 2 on, airnav and vnav. Now auto brake RTO. Let's test the oxygen. Great. This goes to transponder. Oh no, actually let's test the TCAS warnings.
TCAS test pass.
Okay. Transponder, and let's just set it to this. And ident. Okay, let's activate the VORs. And this is okay. Now let's import all of this from the OFP. I think I don't even know if SimBrief is even working. It should be working. 03. Condition is dry. Let's import this from the aircraft and import weather. Unit is 2991. Alright, so now thrust limits, and we can bring daypad up here, which is very useful. Takeoff rating TO, and sector temperature 50 and 93.1. Yeah, that's close enough. Now flaps, I'm gonna go with 15. It's not a very long runway, so let's just go with flaps 15. and then select the temperature is gonna be 52. I know I could have changed it from there, but 52, 92.1, that's okay. Flaps 15. Center of gravity is 27. Yes. That gives us a trim setting of 5.5, wind 70 at 6, and the runway slope is gonna be up 0.1. Acceleration at 1000, so thrust reduction is gonna be 800, and then the temperature 17. That's kind of high. 153 for the V1, 155 for the rotation speed, and 159. Alright, the FMC pre-flight is complete, and we're gonna set 159. Alright, and then 550. Okay, now checklist. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen tested, it's 100%. Flight instruments, heading, and altimeter. These are set. I don't know why it changed to 2990. That's strange. MCP. So V2 is 159. Heading is 031. And the altitude is 6000. Takeoff speeds V1 153, VR 155, and V2 is 159. Stage pre-flight is complete. Trim is set 5.50. Taxi takeoff briefing is complete, and beacon we're gonna turn that to on in a second. So APU on, and let's start. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the smoke. As soon as this turns off, the APU is on. So we can disconnect this. Alright, now for the fuel pumps. And now for the hydraulics. So these two go on, this goes on, and these two go on. And now beacon light can come on. Checklist is complete. Let's now disconnect everything. Let's release all, and then remove shocks. So no door is open, so we can now request pushback via the Maastricht Simulator ATC. Very professional indeed. And the cargo probably just broke because of that. So TA only, and let's ident, and the packs can come on again. APU off, taxi on. Now anti-ice off. No, actually auto, but we don't need it. Recall checked. Flight controls for left, for let's actually set the flaps. left, full right, full down, full up, rudder to the left, and rudder to the right. I know that they do it slowly in real life, but I don't really care. And ground equipment is clear. Alright, let's actually start taxiing. So, very straightforward takeoff. Taxi on Echo, turn left on Echo 2, and basically backtrack. Alright, we're approaching the end of the runway. Landing lights on. And cabin crew, please, seats for takeoff, please. Oh god. No, actually, haven't overshot the runway or whatever, which is quite interesting. Okay, let's actually stop. I know I'm not supposed to ident because I know you're just supposed to ident like the first time, but still, just to be sure. Right, so chronos on both sides, and then alright, engine stable. Takeoff thrust set. $80 knots, check. Right, please don't do that.
V1.
Okay, V1. Okay, positive climb. Gear up. Oh, shut up. Alright, let's actually follow the flight director. Oh my. $1,000 feet. And LNAV. Autopilot engaged. Flap 5. Flaps 1. Flaps up. And now 350. And after take, we check the standing gear up and flaps up. After takeoff checklist is complete, and we'll set these to standard. Beautiful. So we'll turn the landing lights and all that stuff off at 10,000 feet. Of the navigation display. Alright, 10,000 feet. Landing lights off. Runway turn-offs off. Taxi light off. And strobe off. Seatbelt signs on auto, since basically everything is automatic in this airplane, and it's always nice to have automatic stuff, so we'll just leave it on auto so I don't have to worry about turbulence. And yes guys, hope you enjoyed these shots of the cruise, and I'll see you guys when it's time to descend. So, hello everybody, we are very close to the top of the descent, so I think it's time to go over our landing stuff. So, we are gonna set the ILS and all that stuff. So there's unfortunately no ILS for the runway 12 right. There's an ILS for the runway 30 right, but that's okay. So NDB Yankee, that's actually final. So what's the correct one? Okay. So we're then gonna select heading mode. No, actually, we're then gonna direct from MBX to Charlie Foxtrot 1 to right, and we're then gonna engage the landing mode. So Circ 1 Alpha arrival. NDB Yankee 1 to right. Alright. Now for the let's actually load this in. No, I think it's gonna be invalid. So our transition level is gonna be 70, but it doesn't tell us. But I think it's gonna be 70. We're gonna trust the FMC, and we are fine. And then we're gonna select actual flaps 25. So now the auto brake. A few landing calculations later. Auto brake 1. Auto brake. Then the VREF is set, it's 160, and then plus 5, so 165, and then the minimums are gonna be 1,330 One, 1,330. So VREF 165 minimums 1,330, and approach briefing is complete. I'm gonna actually check these while we are descending. So I see you guys in like, I don't know, like 10 minutes. Okay, so we're really close to our top of descent. So we're gonna reset our altitude down to 22,000. We're gonna set our altitude to 22,000 feet because we need to be at 22,000 feet at Surco. Wonderful scenery, by the way. We are still in France. Beautiful. So the seatbelt signs are already turned on because there was a little bit of turbulence, but it's not an issue right now. But we're about to descend, so we need to have our seatbelt signs turned on. And there we go. Past the top of descent. And we're going to descend pretty soon. Let me just reduce the thrust. If you can actually, yeah, please. Well, this airplane really struggles to start to descend. Come on. Alright, there we go, that's it. Alright guys, I'm gonna keep descending now, and I'm gonna see you at 10,000 feet. And also at 7,000 feet, which is the transition altitude. And guys, I also realized that I didn't check recall and notes, so this is a clip of me doing that. Alright, because of the hills and all of that stuff, we probably already are at 10,000 feet. So landing lights on, runway turnoffs on, and taxis on. 5,000 to go for the transition altitude. So we're just gonna direct to Charlie Fox soon, and then we can already descend down to 3,600. So flaps up speed, flaps 1. Alright, so it's time for the QNH. So it is 29er56. LNAV mode and localizer. There's also a terrain warning. No, I don't think there's. It's in red, and that is pretty worrying. But because we are approaching the tall mountain, but we will avoid that. Flaps 5.
2,500.
Oh, 2,500. Oh, and approach checklist altimeters 2956, and then we can already arm the speed brakes. Alright, slowing down was kind of a mistake because we're now incredibly slow and we can turn the wipers off. And we are about to intercept the localizer. Okay, flap 15. Let's actually hit the approach mode. Okay, I don't think the glide slope is working. So we're gonna have to see. Okay, so first off, go around altitude. Is 4,000. Alright, this is... Oh, and that's interesting. It deactivated our auto brake. And flap 25 with the VRF 165. That's interesting. I wonder why it does that. It did the same thing on my first flight. Probably because Microsoft Flight Simulator is a pretty broken flight simulator, but auto brakes don't really help in the flight simulator anyway, so. Alright, and we're back on the glide, kind of. Flight directors can come off because I'm a good pilot. Oh, never mind. Oh no. Okay, that's okay. And landing checklist is complete. That's good to know. Okay. Autopilot off and auto throttle off. But I don't see any terminal right here.
1,000.
Right, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? What I thought
100.
I disengaged the throttle. Okay, now.
Minimums.
Okay, continue. Or shall I say landing? Guys. Yeah, I think I might have needed to kind of buy a mod for the airport.
100.
Okay, let's firstly just land
50,
this.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, speed breaks up. Quite a hard landing. Oh no, what are you doing? Alright, that stopping performance is crazy. Alright, everybody, welcome to Zaragoza. Guys, well, I got your packages, but